you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. How are you, Sunny?
I'm good. My cold is getting better, so
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's good. Thank you. How about
Yes.
you?
Okay, so I'm happy to know that you are getting better now. You are getting well,
Mm-hmm.
and better,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm okay. Thank you for asking, dear.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So, did you take a lot of rest?
Uh, Actually, not really, but I think yesterday I was mm, I sleep very well. I
Mm-hmm.
slept very well, so
Very good.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting better.
Okay, that's it. Just
Mm.
take a lot of rest and water. We
Mm.
call it water therapy.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
our topic was about character, right?
Yeah, right.
Personality.
Mm.
Let me just check on the page number of our book. Let me check.
Ah,
Because it's not written here in the feedback box.
all
So
right.
we are, yes. So it's
Today it's
healthy community.
no next page. 180.
180.
Yeah.
It's about emergency.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so to you, Sunny, can you describe to me, can you tell me what do you mean by this word,
Emergency.
emergency? Mm-hmm.
Mm. Emergency is an unexpected and
Mm-hmm.
difficult or dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, you were able to give the definition of emergency in your own words, right?
Mm, mm,
It's
mm,
something that is unexpected,
mm,
mm-hmm, difficult, or a dangerous situation. Okay, just like before coming to work today,
mm,
earlier, my friend, okay, I saw my friend, and she was in a hurry.
mm,
She was wearing black and she was carrying a backpack.
mhm,
So I asked her, "Where are you going?" Because I know that she has no work
mm,
hmm at night. And she said, "It's an emergency. I have to go."
mm,
So she got a call from their province, and
mhm,
it was an emergency. So we don't know yet what it is, but it's unexpected or urgent, right?
mhm,
hmm
mm,
Okay, so thank you.
mhm,
Good definition there. Okay, but in the picture here, Sunny, can you tell me?
mhm.
Can you describe to me what is in the picture?
Uh, I think it's an emergency situation because
Mm-hmm.
there are people who were uh, rescue who wear clothes
Uh-huh.
that
Suit. You could say
pointed
suit. Mm-hmm.
suit.
Yes. Earlier you said there are people who wear rescue. You just miss one word missing suit or clothes, right?
Mm,
Mhm. So I'll write it here. Mm-hmm. Or you could say uniform.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the
What else?
right side of the picture, right side of the picture,
Mm-hmm.
there is a. I guess he's a patient because
Mm-hmm.
um, he wears some kind of neck uh, support
Mm-hmm.
fixture.
Yes, very good. Mm-hmm.
So he had some accident,
Yes.
and he got some injuries uh,
Mm-hmm.
on his neck.
Mm-hmm.
and there are uh, uh, the in the
Background?
background there is
Mm-hmm.
a helicopter or something,
Mm-hmm.
the red one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very urgent situation, and
Mm-hmm.
they have to move quickly.
Yes. Move him quickly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So you are correct. That is an emergency situation. People uh, are wearing a rescue suit or
Mm,
clothes there, and there's a patient
mm,
with a neck support or a neck brace.
mm, mm,
hmm And of course, there is a helicopter. It means it's very urgent. He has
mm,
to be taken as soon as possible
mm.
to the nearest hospital. Okay, very good. Next. Mhm. We are going to read this.
Hmm.
Okay, please start.
Ah. There are times when an emergency happens. An emergency is when someone is very unwell or badly hurt. It can be because of a very serious accident or because of a sickness. When an emergency happens, help is needed right away. An emergency can happen at any time and in any place.
Mm-hmm.
Emergencies may happen because of a heavy storm, heavy snow, an earthquake,
Mm-hmm.
or a fire. There can also be emergencies when the weather is too hot or cold. If you cannot wake up someone who is hurt or unwell, it means that they are unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
When this happens, you should immediately call for medical help.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. So my question now is, have you seen this kind of emergency before?
This kind of.
Mm-hmm.
No,
A situation like this? Oh, good
no.
for you.
Mm,
Okay, just in the movies, perhaps.
yeah, yeah, right.
Uh-huh. Okay. So what is being said here? What are we going to do during emergency situations?
Mm, when we meet that kind of emergency situation, we have
Mm-hmm.
to call for medical help or
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, ambulance like
Mm-hmm.
911.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, when uh, uh, when I was in Korea,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when I work in the company,
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2 years ago,
1 or 2 years ago.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there was a fire on the company's rooftop.
Building.
Yeah,
Rooftop. Uh-huh.
yeah. So there were so many. Mm, what is that? Smoke on the
Mm-hmm.
rooftop. So
Mm-hmm.
we I call for the ambulance and
Were
called.
you the first one? Were you the first one to notice it that there was smoke?
Yes, me and
Mm-hmm.
my coworkers,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it was lunchtime, so many
Mm-hmm.
people, so many workers went out to for dining,
Yes.
went out
Went out for lunch.
for
Mm-hmm.
lunch, went out for
Mm-hmm.
lunch, and me, I and some my co-workers
Mhm.
had lunch in my company,
Mhm.
and then we uh, went up for uh, some coffee
Mhm.
in the rooftop cafe,
Mhm. Mhm.
and then we we could see some kind of smoke on the rooftop, so we
Mhm.
called uh, for 911,
Mhm.
and firefighters immediately came to the company
Came.
building,
Mhm. Mhm.
and the this the picture in the picture the firefighters uh, have um, fire extinguishers,
Yes. Mhm.
so they um, turn
Try to.
yeah,
Mhm.
try to the
Extinguish the fire. Mhm.
yeah
Mhm. Or put the fire off.
mm,
Yes. Mhm.
put the
So
fire
may
off.
I ask you, did you know where was that smoke coming from? What was the cause?
Mm. After then, the firefighters on disclose
Mhm.
the
Yes.
reason of the fire, and
Mhm.
they said that there was some short circuit
Circuit.
uh,
Mhm.
uh, short circuit
Mhm.
in in some cables,
Mhm.
and there were some around the cable there were
Mhm.
some trashes, so
Oh. Mhm.
yeah it
So it easily caught fire. Mhm.
yeah it
Mhm.
burned together, and it
Yes.
yeah fire broke out, and
Mhm. Was it a big fire, or how many minutes did the firefighters arrive after you called them?
around five
Call for them.
minutes
Mhm. Okay, that was a pretty a short time, right?
Yeah,
Pretty fast.
right, yeah,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
my there is a fire uh, station
Mhm.
near my
Oh, that's good.
company building. Yeah.
That's good.
Mm.
Okay. Uh-huh. Thank you for describing to me in detail, okay,
Mm-hmm.
an emergency that you once witnessed back in
Mm.
Korea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you panic, or what can you say about the other people around you? Did they panic?
Not really, because I think
Mm-hmm.
it's not that serious
Mm-hmm.
at first.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard that after the um, extinguish
The fire was.
uh, um the fire uh, but I heard that
Mm-hmm.
um, many
You were saying
people
about you were saying about after distinguish.
um,
Distinguish or extinguish?
extinguish.
Okay.
Yes, after
After extinguishing. Yes.
extinguishing, I heard
Yes.
that
Yes.
uh, many people in our building
Uh-huh.
uh, most of the people in our building
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, evacuated.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
They left, evacuated, correct, or they left
yeah,
the building. Mm-hmm.
evacuated and uh, only mm, uh,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I and my some colleagues
Mm-hmm.
are
Where?
the people who was were there only.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you mean only you and your colleagues were left? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, well left.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
other
very good.
people,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, evacuated, and the building was um, um, blocked. Building's main gate
Mm-hmm.
was blocked.
Mm-hmm.
If
Okay, so
so,
people
after
were not
then,
allowed to come inside anymore.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I think I thought after that, I thought if
Mm-hmm.
it was very big fire,
Yes.
I and my colleagues, some colleagues were very dangerous, were in very
In
dangerous situation
in yes.
because
Okay,
we
very
are
good.
in the
Mm-hmm.
building.
Yes,
So,
and at the rooftop at that time, right, where the
yeah,
fire happened. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
So
did you
I,
take pictures while the
mm,
fire was going on?
yes, I record a
Uh-huh.
video.
Oh, okay. I recorded. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, recorded the video.
Mm-hmm. Did you post it?
No, but after then I showed that my
Mm-hmm.
boss to
Mm-hmm.
report the
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah condition
You
of
showed
the
it to your
rooftop.
boss. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were you late in coming back to the office?
No.
Okay,
During
good.
that time, during the time I was in my company building.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. So let me just ask you, okay? So when these kind of accidents or emergency situations happen,
Mm.
okay, do you are you able to keep your cool? You don't panic at all? Hmm. Or
Mm,
sometimes we also do worry.
no, uh,
Mm-hmm.
because if I see some kind of blood or some people's blood or
Uh-huh.
big fire,
Uh-huh.
maybe uh, I will be very embarrassed, embarrassed and
Mm-hmm.
panic in the
Oh
panic.
yes. Mm-hmm. And would panic.
Mm,
Would panic. Mm-hmm.
with panic,
Okay. Would would panic. Mm-hmm.
with panic.
All right. So earlier, when I watched the news on TV,
Mm,
a big fire, okay, happened in one of our entertainment places here in the Philippines.
mm,
Actually, it's a theme park. Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
It's called Star City.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yes, Star City has been operating since 1991, and of course, we go there for fun and the rides, right?
Mm,
So,
mm,
part of it, most part of it was damaged. Okay, so it
mm,
makes me sad to, because I'm planning to go there in December.
mm,
Okay, so maybe I'll look for another place. Maybe it would be Enchanted Kingdom.
mm,
Okay, it's also a theme park. Okay, where there are a lot of rides, but
mm,
it's farther because Star City is just in Manila, and
mm,
Enchanted Kingdom is about an hour or two from
mm,
Manila, so I have to travel longer.
mm.
Okay. Okay, so thank you so much for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You were able to describe to me, okay, an emergency situation and
Mm.
how it was solved, how
Yeah.
fast the people, the rescue team came
Mm-hmm.
and extinguished, okay,
Mm.
extinguished the fire.
Mm.
All right, so let's now go to the next page. By the way, what do you mean by unconscious?
Pardon?
What do you mean by the
Uh,
word unconscious?
opposite meaning of conscious.
And yeah, very smart there. Okay, so when you are unconscious, of course, you don't know what's happening around you,
Mm.
right? It's the opposite of
Mm.
conscious.
Mm.
Some would use the word faint, okay?
Mm.
Faint or collapse,
Faint.
or
Correct.
collapse.
Mm.
hmm So
Okay.
unconscious,
Mm.
losing one's, um, what's happening. You don't know what's happening around
Mm.
you. hmm Okay,
Mm.
thank you. Next.
Yeah.
hmm
It is also important for us to know what to do when there is an emergency. If there is
hmm
an emergency, we need to look around for people who can help us, like a parent, a teacher, or even an older brother or sister. We can also ask help from community helpers like policemen and firemen. If there is no one around, we have to find a phone and call the emergency number. Each
hmm
place has their own emergency numbers. We must know these numbers in case an accident happens.
Okay, very good. So far, what are the numbers that you know? Emergency numbers. Is it only
Uh,
911?
in Korea, 119 is
Uh-huh.
policeman and
Okay. Uh-huh.
119 is fireman and
Uh-huh.
112 is police office.
Okay, very good. You still know that.
Mm.
Okay. So police and fire. All
Mm.
right, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so here, let's check what we have. No more. Let's go to the next page.
Mhm.
hmm Let's answer the questions.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask you about to answer number one because you already gave that one to me, right?
Okay. Mm.
Earlier. And when can emergencies happen? Maybe that one. Let's start with number two.
Mm. According to the lesson, an
hmm
emergency can happen anytime and in any place.
Very good. So anytime, right?
Yeah.
What about an earthquake? Have you experienced an earthquake before?
Oh, yes, but it was
Mm-hmm.
very uh, light
Mm-hmm.
earthquake. Quake. So
Mm-hmm.
I uh, even there was a earthquake, but I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't feel.
Yes. You didn't feel it, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
others felt it, right?
Mm, mm.
Okay. And we were
But
just
yeah, a
sometimes we
few,
are just told that there is an earthquake.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
but a few years ago in Korea
Mm-hmm.
there was a very big earthquake in the
Mm-hmm. What
southern
happened?
part.
Mm-hmm.
So the school college school building was
Mm-hmm.
broken,
Mm-hmm.
and it was my husband's university.
School. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did
So
people die? Did some people die from
no,
that?
no, no,
Good.
no. Yeah, there was no uh, casualties,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Casualties. Mm-hmm.
casual casualties. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but the it takes a lot of time to reconstruction.
Yes, to reconstruct or for
Yeah.
reconstruction. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So thank you. Number three, please.
What should we do when there is an emergency? Uh,
For example, I ask you,
mhm.
for an earthquake, what are the three words that we are supposed to remember? You feel around you is shaking already, so what should you do?
Mm, if there is a, you mean earthquake?
Mhm.
If there is an earthquake,
Mhm. Yes.
mm, we have to. Uh, I learned that
Okay.
from
From the school, yes.
from
Mhm.
the school.
What should we do?
We have
There are three
to
words.
3 words.
Yes, here in the local schools here, of course, the children are taught these three words for them to
Oh,
easily remember. Hmm.
I don't know.
But what about you? Okay, can you
Uh,
tell me what is the
if
first thing to be done in
uh,
case there is an earthquake?
yeah, if we are
Mm-hmm.
in indoor inside,
Mm-hmm.
we have to uh, come uh, under the. We have to go under the
Mm-hmm.
desk or some
Uh-huh.
stable things
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
to protect our body.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in, if we have to go out of the
Mm-hmm.
building, we
Mm-hmm.
we don't use the elevator. We have to
Mm-hmm.
use stairs to go out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And when we are outside, we have to protect our head
Mm-hmm.
by
Yes.
our back or our
Mm-hmm.
hands.
Mm-hmm.
And
Support.
we,
Mm-hmm.
pardon,
Support. Kind of support. Put something here.
support
Okay. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
and evacuate. Uh, and we have to,
Mm-hmm.
um, what is that? Uh, we have to um, put distance from the building.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Keep distance.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Because why? Why is it important to keep distance from tall
because
structures or buildings?
because uh, if some building or construction
Mm-hmm.
break
Mm-hmm. Breaks
breaks,
or falls. Uh-huh.
mm, if we uh, are next to the building, it
Yes.
we can mm, uh, be
We can be.
hit
Yes. Very
hit
good.
by the uh,
Falling
buildings
materials,
fallings. Yeah,
right?
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We call it debris, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
Falling debris.
Mm.
So loose materials from a tall building. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. So thank you. So as I was telling you earlier, here
Three
in the
words.
school,
Mm-hmm.
especially,
Mm-hmm.
with yes, the three words.
What is
Okay.
that?
So it's what are those? So that children could easily remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's I think it's drop. Mm-hmm. Drop. Mm-hmm.
Drop.
Or duck. Mm-hmm. Drop or duck. As you will go down. Okay. Like that. Mm-hmm.
Dog. Mm-hmm.
Cover. Cover your head. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And hold.
Cover. Hold.
Duck. cover and hold. So
Mm,
that's what my daughter knows. You you duck. You be in the position of like a duck, right?
mhm,
Drop to the ground, and then you cover your head right away
mhm,
with a strong material, maybe, or and then you hold. It means that you don't do anything. Okay, just hold it
mm,
there until you
mm,
feel safer. That's the time that you go out of the building or the house.
mm.
hmm Okay.
Oh,
Now, what about with fires?
mm. Well, I have a question.
Yes.
What is dog? Dog.
Okay,
You
it's like
typed.
sitting in a position like a duck. Sit, sitting position.
Sitting
Mhm.
position. Yeah, I see.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And for fires, they would also say drop. Drop to the ground,
Mm-hmm.
right? And roll. I think roll.
Roll.
So you have to roll. Yes. You cannot go out of the building. Especially if the fire is already big. Okay. There's a
Mm-hmm.
big fire. You cannot just walk out of the door, just walking naturally, right? You have to roll.
Mm,
You
mm,
have to be down on the ground and roll. The reason is um, there is a toxic smoke, okay? A materials coming
mm,
from smoke that could make you, unconscious. That could make you unconscious. So
mm,
most of the fire victims did not die because they got burned, but
mm,
they died ahead because of suffocation from the smoke.
mm,
So you have to roll because, of course, the air would come up, right? So if you are standing, you could easily breathe in the smoke. But if you are
mm,
rolling like that, you could go out of some of a place, okay,
mm,
but you are safer.
mm.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's
Okay, so
okay.
it's a good thing that these experiences were in Korea, right? You
Mm,
haven't
mm,
experienced it there right
mm.
now.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay, I have a question. What if an earthquake happens and you are alone in the house?
Mm.
What's the first thing that you should do?
First thing,
Mm-hmm.
drop.
All right? Yes. Not cover and hold, right? Or cover yourself take cover under a table or a strong
Mm,
material.
mm,
hmm
yeah.
Okay, very
Right.
good. Let's now go to the vocabulary check.
Okay.
You're going to match. Put
Mm,
a cross or a check. Depends on the situation.
I'd
Uh-huh.
like to skip this part.
Okay.
Vocabulary and
It's
mini quiz.
for, yes, I know, because it's for
Elementary
kids.
school students.
Yes. But it's just nice to look at them, right?
Mm,
Look at the drawing there of a boy hurting a girl hurting her knee,
mm,
right?
mm,
Okay, so our class for today is for 40 minutes. Okay,
mhm.
so I will stop. Okay, I will end the class by 2:45 because we
Uh-huh.
did not take a break.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, and can I give you a homework?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you don't have to do this because you told this earlier to me.
Mm,
What emergency that you have experienced? That was back in Korea, right?
mm,
What can you do or what did you do? So it's okay.
yeah.
This is you're not supposed to do this anymore.
Mm, mhm.
Okay. So for that, any questions, Sunny?
No.
Okay, let's check because we still have another minute. Let's go to lesson 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Without the title, can you tell me? Oh, I am showing you now the title. It's
Mm-mm.
about health and sickness. So
Mm.
that's what we are going to talk about next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. By the way, it's holiday today in Korea, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. When you were in Korea before, hmm
Mm-hmm.
did you also do you know the origin of this holiday? Why do you celebrate this?
Oh.
You
Mm.
forgot. That's in homework.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me about it. Oh.
I,
Okay,
I
so
I
that's it.
know, I know, but
Okay, okay.
it's difficult to explain in English. So
All
I
right. So that's
yeah
your homework.
yeah okay.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So see you tomorrow, Sunny dear. Take
Okay.
care.
Okay.
Bye bye.
See you. Bye.